Hello children, Happy New Year 2022. Wow, I'm so happy and grateful to God for allowing us, me and you, to cross over to the new year. God has helped us through 2021 and I'm confident He will see us through 2022. But before we go any further, what are you thankful for to God in 2021? And what would you like to see in 2022? Here are some thoughts from a few friends of mine.
I thank God for giving me life, for giving me parents, for giving me food.
Okutukuma tubeere bulungi n'okutuwa ebyokulya.
Nebaza Mukama okutukuuma mu mwaka omulungi n'omwaka ogw'essanyu.
Tubeezaawo nakutuwa bulamu. I am grateful that I have not yet got corona. Peace.
Nebaza Mukama atukumye olwo ne tutawa kukwatibwa COVID. The gift of life.
I expect a year full of blessings.
I want to go to school. Kubeera gatwekuma bulungi ate gatulivu ate gatufuna ate gatukola ate gatwekuma bulungi.
Kyensula mu mwaka omupya kubeera nga tweyagala.
Kweyagala tufuna bulamu. Kututa tugenda ku masomero kweyagala. That corona leaves this world forever. Gifts.
So kufuna amagezi.
Peace.
Indeed, the Lord is good and He deserves to be praised. So rise up and let's worship God in this song.
Be exalted, O Lord, our God. Be exalted, O Lord, our God. Oh yes, you reign. Lift you up. Be exalted, O Lord.
So children, let me ask this question. If you were to go on a long adventurous trip with one thing, what would that be?
Water.
Golilo.
Gorillas.
Sema kutwala jaketi, ngoye na mmere.
I would carry warm clothes.
Food.
Gifts.
Eh?
Gifts.
The truth is, it will be food.
Okay. So children, our long trip is this year 2022. Think about it. Is that the one thing you would like to take because you have things you would like to see or have or do this year? Last week we celebrated the birth of baby Jesus, and so he too began his long trip. Let's see how his life started in Matthew chapter 2 from verse 1 to 23.
After Jesus was born in Bethlehem in Judea, in the time of King Herod, wise men from the east came to Jerusalem, saying, "Where is the one who was born King of the Jews? For we saw his star when it rose, and have come to worship him." When King Herod heard this, he was alarmed, and all Jerusalem with him. After assembling all the chief priests and experts in the law, he asked them where the Christ was to be born. "In Bethlehem of Judea," they said, "for it is written this way by the prophet, and you, Bethlehem, in the land of Judah, are in no way least among the rulers of Judah, for out of you will come a ruler who will shepherd my people Israel." Then Herod privately summoned the wise men and determined from them when the star had appeared. He sent them to Bethlehem and said, "Go and look carefully for the child. When you find him, inform me, that I can go and worship him as well." After listening to the king, they left, and once again the star they saw when it rose led them until it stopped above the place where the child was. When they saw the star, they shouted joyfully. As they came into the house and saw the child with Mary his mother, they bowed down and worshipped him. They opened their treasure boxes and gave him gifts of gold, frankincense, and myrrh. After being warned in a dream not to return to Herod, they went back by another route to their own country. After they had gone, an angel of the Lord appeared to Joseph in a dream and said, "Get up, take the child and his mother and flee to Egypt, and stay there until I tell you, for Herod is going to look for the child to kill him." Then he got up, took the child and his mother during the night, and went to Egypt. He stayed there until Herod died. In this way, what was spoken by the Lord through the prophet was fulfilled: "I called my son out of Egypt." When Herod saw that he had been tricked by the wise men, he became enraged. He sent men to kill all the children in Bethlehem and throughout the surrounding region from the age of 2 and under, according to the time he had learned from the wise men. Then what was spoken by Jeremiah the prophet was fulfilled. A voice was heard in Ramah, weeping and loud wailing, Rachel weeping for her children, and she did not want to be comforted, because they were gone. After Herod had died, an angel of the Lord appeared in a dream to Joseph in Egypt, saying, "Get up, take the child and his mother, and go to the land of Israel, for those who were seeking the child's life are dead." So he got up and took the child and his mother and returned to the land of Israel. But when he heard that Archelaus was reigning over Judea in place of his father Herod, he was afraid to go there. After being warned in a dream, he went to the regions of Galilee. He came to a town called Nazareth and lived there. Then what had been spoken by the prophets was fulfilled, that Jesus would be called a Nazarene.
Dear children, as you look forward to this year, you might have very many Herods coming after you. These might be in form of diseases like COVID-19, worries about school, You may not have enough food at home, things that do not go your way, or friends that want you to make bad decisions which might harm you and others. However, you need to stay confident that the Lord your God will be with you. The Lord says in Isaiah chapter 43, from verse 1 to 2, that fear not, for I have redeemed you and have summoned you by my name. You are mine. When you pass through the waters, I will be with you. When you pass through the rivers, they will not sweep over you. When you walk through the fire, you won't be burned. The flames will not set you ablaze. And in verse 4 he says, you are precious and honored in his sight, and he loves you. So all you need to do is to trust him and let Jesus take care of you. Our memory verse for today will come from the book of Proverbs, chapter 3, from verse 5 to 6. And it reads, trust in the Lord with all your heart and never rely on what you think you know. Remember the Lord in everything you do, and he will show you the right way. Let's pray. Oh Lord, in this year 2022 that we have begun, we ask you to please help us to have eyes that see your blessings and presence, ears that hear and listen to your instructions, minds that understand and remember your plans for our lives, hearts that believe your promises and that you're Lord, and mouths that tell others about your love and salvation. Amen. Thank you so much for listening to me. Happy New Year!
Happy New Year.